got an obvious opportunity. If I can take this outside, I might be able to house this. As we get our first touchdown of the video, I know that I got to work the pitch. But you can see how on the pitch we get another very explosive touchdown. As we got 2 explosive touchdowns against the Ohio State defense with these 2 plays. If you guys are looking for fast, cheap, reliable coins for your college football 25 team, check out my coin sponsors at MMOXP and use discount code MONEYSHOT for 5% off your order. Link in the description below. The champ is here! Welcome back, Money Team. This is Madden Money Shots. Sniffing out the college cheese as always. In today's video, I have a few unstoppable plays for you guys once again, which is a series I've been doing pretty much all year, as these are plays that beat both man and zone and are really hard to stop with just about any defense in the game. But before I do, if you guys want to see more videos like this, please make sure to be a subscriber, hit the like button, let me know in the comment section. And if you guys need more help or more money plays, you can download any of my ebooks instantly sent by clicking links in the description or the top pinned comment. Now, these first 2 plays are going to be out of the Oregon State playbook, and they're both going to be found in the same formation, the gun trips. As this is a very good passing formation, but it also has some really good trick plays like the RPO read screen and the QB slot option. So I'm going to go up and pick the RPO read screen first. So for this play here, if it's man, we're going left side to X. If it's zone, we're going right side to B. And we also have the ability to run the ball if it's a light box. So on a play like this, since that defender, that outside edge defender, waited for the quarterback to keep the ball, I got to hand it off even though it wasn't a great look. So I probably should have thrown that to the screen. I wasn't sure if it was man or zone though. But we got another light box. So every time I have a light box, I just got to read that guy. As you can see right there, he crashes in, making it pretty obvious that I got to hold it with a quarterback. It's really that simple. That's the only thing you really got to read is that read defender. If you're going to run with the quarterback though, make sure you have your ball carrier set to conservative, which is going to be important. On this play, it looks to me like it's potentially a zone coverage. I only need a yard, so I'm most likely going to do the handoff if I can. Although once again, you can see that guy drops in and basically makes it a very tough run to get a first down with the quarterback. As I am going against the #1 defense in the game, this is looking like a press cover 2 man. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to watch. As you can see, it really didn't turn out to be. We get some pretty decent blocks as we get 5 to 6 yards outside. And this is pretty much all this play is. It's just reading the keys on the outside. This here looks like another pretty light box. So I can go ahead, I can hand it off with the running back. Although I'm not doing a great job. I could have cut that back inside and got a little bit more. I would just say, as far as running this play, I would always want to have the screen to the open side of the field. Now, we got another empty box here. Got to watch that read defender as he crashes down because he is fast enough to catch the running back, as he actually caught the quarterback too and got me into a 4th and 1. We're going to go for it because obviously we're trying to pick this up here and get a touchdown. That's the only way we're going to end this play, as we get a good block, and we're just going to take the 1. I mean, it's hard to stop that for a 1-yard handoff, which can be an issue. So we're going to go and we're flip this, try to get this screen off on the next play because it's looking like a zone, unless that read defender drops back, which I really doubt that he will. As you can see, we get out there and we have pretty decent blocks in space. So once again, to the open side of the field, we don't have a light box, we got a pack box. Although it looks like it could potentially be a man coverage. So we're going to hit our man route for the first time. As you can see right there, he sits down right in front of the man coverage defender. And that one just looked like an obvious man zero blitz. Now this here, looking like a zone. Going to find out if these guys drop down, which they did not, but I really didn't have much as far as blocking. But since they dropped back, I still got 3 yards. As all this is really designed to keep me ahead of the sticks, which is probably the most important thing when it comes to college football. So this here, light box, going to keep it with I try to keep it with the quarterback. Every single time, I guess I make that decision a little bit too slowly. And now I'm in a 3rd and 9, a tough situation, but I know that it's 4-down territory. We're playing this like it's 4-down territory anyway. So here, got an obvious opportunity. If I can take this outside, I might be able to house this as we get our first touchdown of the video. Now, if that play was all, we would be pretty good, but we also have a really good run play in the QB slot option. So let's go and let's pick that same formation. So this play here, we're going to read the box just like we did the last play. The only difference is we don't have the option to throw it anywhere, although we do have the option to pitch it out to the receiver, who's going to be my pitch option. So make sure you have your fastest guy there. But whenever you have a light box like this, it's a pretty easy read for an auto handoff, as that was just a case of that dude making a play, which can happen. There's a lot of really good defensive linemen on this team. But here we got a read defender, and we have a light area to the pitch side, so I can tell already that I'm going to hold this. And we're going to have an option here to keep with the quarterback or pitch it out, although he did a pretty good job of maintaining that pitch. So we're just going to take it up the middle with the quarterback. Make sure to have it on conservative once again. Real easy box right here once again because we got 4 receivers spread out wide. It's looking like an obvious opportunity to just hand it off to the running back right up the middle, because anytime you got less than 5 defenders in the box, it's a very easy read to basically keep with the running back, even if that even if that read defender comes down on the play. So here he did come down the play. I tried to hold the A button. That's something that's on me. I feel like sometimes I might make that decision a little bit late, but like I said, I tried to hold the A button there, it just didn't work work out. Here we have an empty box, or a light box once again. Only 5 guys. That middle linebacker's pulled out. So I'm going to try to get it to this running back and make something happen. But I'm probably getting on the guns a little bit too fast. I'm probably hitting the sprint button a little bit too early. Here we have a really stacked box. So I know that I'm most likely going to keep with the quarterback and try to get outside. Although, like I said, this is a run right up the middle. I don't have to necessarily worry about the pitch too much as we get a flag there. Not really sure what that was, as I think I'm getting BS. That's something that can happen. Anytime you run one play too much, I feel like you can start getting some nonsense flags, which is exactly what happened there. So now we're at a 3rd and 1 for some reason. Got the same look in the box, though, so we're going to be keeping with the quarterback. Anytime I see a packed box like this, I know that I got to work the pitch. Which you can see here, we're going to get for a pretty big run. Like I said, if I have my fastest guy, I might be able to score here. I'm not really sure because I don't know the personnel. But you can see how on the pitch we get another very explosive touchdown, as we got 2 explosive touchdowns against the Ohio State defense with these 2 plays. Now, the next 2 plays I'm going to show are going to be out of Boise State, and the first one's going to be out of the gun wing trips, as this has a lot of really good plays, but the one that I like the most is definitely going to be the RPO alert out, as this is another play that has the running option, but since I have a stacked box with 6 in the box, I'm going to go to either the X or the Y route. The Y route is going to be the play against just about anything, as this speed out route here is just dirty, especially coming from the slot position like it is. So I'm going to want to make sure that I always have that to the open side of the field, and it's really going to be a play that can beat man or zone. I think the only thing that really would get in the way of it might be like a cover 2 hard flat. So if you see like a defender starting really low to the you know, really down low, like here, everything I'm getting is spread. The cornerbacks are back. I know before the play even starts that I'm going to be able to hit this speed out route very easily for a catch and run. So I want to make sure I have my fastest guy in that area. Although once again, like I said, I have no idea really who's on this team, but I'm basically just taking the speed out route the entire length of the field because they're not in a cover 2. So the only way that I can really stop this play is a cover 2 hard flat, which most people aren't going to run. And if they do run a cover 2 hard flat, I got the B receiver. So in this play here, if he is on that, as I tried to hold A to try to hold the quarterback to see if I could hit the, I mean, it was a cover 2 man anyway, but if it was a cover 2 hard flat, the B receiver is going to be something you can just basically hit a pop pass for, as it looks like they're in a lot of cover 2s now, but you can see how I'm still getting open. So like I said, any coverage, this play is going to get open, except for cover 2 hard flats, which I probably won't see the entire length of the field. Man press, not necessarily, but anything else, as we have another speed out route, and we've completed just about every single one of these as we've gotten down to the 2. So here's a look where I could probably hand this off with my best player, considering that they didn't have any second level linebackers, making it I think the first time that I actually ran on purpose, and it was a very easy touchdown. Now, the next formation is going to be the empty bunch wide, as they have another play that's really a man zone play where it's really one side man, one side zone, and it also gets the ball to my best player, which is going to be the jailbreak screen. So let's go and pick that. As this play here, if it's a zone coverage, I get to throw it to my best player in Ashton Genty, and if it's a man coverage, I get to throw it to pretty much any receiver in the bunch. So that's basically my choices. They're all going to be man coverage, although if it's like a man press, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for the A and the RB receiver. But that's all I really got to do is read if these guys drop down. They did not, so I'm going to throw it to Genty, and you can see he's already up the field for a first down the very first play. This is another play where you're going to want to make sure you're running it with the bunch to the open side of the field, because that route needs space for the X receiver. The screen play does not. As you can see here, I'm just basically, you know, reading man or zone. I'm watching the X receiver, I'm watching the running back to see if the defenders drop down. This looks like a man coverage because they're a lot closer. So I'm going to go ahead and force it to the other side, which is going to be to this guy here as we get a bad throw, forcing a 3rd and 6. Things like that can happen. Hopefully I'll get a zone coverage on the next play. We don't have to necessarily throw it that way, as it looks like a zone as I'm reading these numbers correctly. But you can see how the defensive end dropped back, making it a little bit more difficult as I try to overpower him for the 4 or 6 yards or whatever needed. So we're going to run this one more time on 4th and 2 because we are in 4 down territory, as it looks like we probably have a cover 3 or a cover 2 invert. Not really sure, but bottom line is I can get it to Jenny. We're going to get another first down very easily. And this is the play. Now this looks like with the alignment, it's probably a cover 0, as it is not. So like I said, we're just going to keep getting out to Genty, and we might have another opportunity for a big play here as we get down to the field goal range. And I'm guessing this might be a man coverage once again, as we do have these guys drop down, and we get a penalty that time. I don't know if that's going to be offense or defense because he's celebrating. We get a first down based off of a penalty, but I'll take it because I definitely had to throw that ball pretty quick. So once again, looking like a man zero blitz alignment. Got to watch those cornerbacks to make sure they don't drop down, which they don't. Get the ball out to my best player, and we might have almost had a touchdown there. That was a pretty weird animation, but we almost had it. Might only need one more play before we can end this video. as it's looking like, I'm going to guess that's a man coverage. It's really hard to say. Once again, they don't drop down. And I just want to point out that you also have the option to run with the quarterback if either one of those options don't look good, as we score the final touchdown of the video. So I'm going to end the video there. If you guys want to see more unstoppable plays like this, I'll have them popping up on screens. I put out quite a few videos like this with a lot of plays from a lot of different playbooks, especially certain playbooks that I've already put out ebooks from. So if you guys want to check that out, just click the links on the screen. Other than that, thanks for watching, man. My shit out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.